Lunchtime. What's in my sandwich today? Just as I thought, a turkey and cheese sandwich. Protein is important for our body, which makes new cells and builds big muscles. But people are coming with unusual ways to get a source of protein without using many natural resources. You'll learn about what they are in this video. Check it out.
Humans need protein in their diets in order to live, whether it comes from meat, fish, or plants. But providing enough protein to feed the planet is a growing challenge. With the global population at 7.6 billion and increasing every year, the demand for food is expected to skyrocket. Unfortunately, the high-quality protein we get from animals comes at a high cost. Experts say our rate of meat production is unsustainable. It uses up too many natural resources, like land and water. Just 1 pound of beef, for example, takes about 1,800 gallons of water to produce. That's about 90 showers. And those gassy, burping cows give off methane, one of the greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change. Many people choose not to eat meat, but for those who do, scientists and chefs are exploring more sustainable alternatives. One option? Growing it in a lab. Some biotech companies are using small amounts of animal cells to grow meat in laboratories.
So it's not fake meat, it's real meat brewed in a reactor, a bioreactor.
The cells divide and grow in the reactor, then take shape inside an edible mold. Thousands of tons of meat can be grown from just a few animal cells.
We can grow out an incredible amount, like theoretically, each cell can become 1 ton of meat.
And when this meat jumps from the petri dish to the dinner plate, you may not be able to tell the difference between lab-raised and farm-grown. Speaking of telling the difference, would you believe this thick, juicy burger has no meat and is made entirely of plants? Called the Impossible Burger, it looks, cooks, smells, tastes, feels. It even bleeds like the real thing. How'd they do that? After years of studying everything that makes a burger, the scientists at Impossible Foods found its essence in a substance called heme, a protein compound that gives meat its meaty flavor, and reproduced it in the lab using plant protein from soybeans. They even created fat from bits of hardened coconut oil. The result is a burger that uses 1/20th of the land and 1/4 of the water cattle raising does, while producing 1/8 of the greenhouse gas emissions, making it a win-win for burger lovers and the environment. Meanwhile, other food experimenters are turning to less familiar protein sources: bugs, worms, insects. Billions of people from Asia to Africa enjoy them every day. But in America, it's difficult to overcome the ick factor. Are we ready for cicada tarts? Silkworm nachos? Cricket chocolate? Crickets and other insects are packed with protein, and raising them is much more sustainable than other sources of animal protein. So it would make sense to include more of them in our diet. But how do they taste?
If you roast them, they just sort of taste nutty. Not bad.
Bugs are now on the menu in dozens of restaurants in the US. Sustainable and satisfying, the future of protein may look like this.
Ugh, I would not want to eat bugs if you paid me. And it's unusual to grow meat in a laboratory, which is like something you would see in a movie. But I'm sticking with what I like, the way the meat is produced. See you next time.